Read the selection and choose the best answer to questions 1 through 5. Wetlands and wet heads. Wetlands are areas where water covers the soil or is near the surface of the soil all year. They are sometimes referred to as marshes, swamps, or bogs. Many wetlands, which provide a home for a variety of plants and animals, are disappearing at an alarming rate. Yet one group of Canadian high school students is having a major impact on the promotion of wetland conservation. One day, while walking his dog near Tantramar Regional High School in New Brunswick, retired biologist Al Smith noticed a substantial area of abandoned farmland behind the school. Concerned about the loss of freshwater wetlands, Smith thought it would be a great place for creating a man-made wetland. His idea came to fruition in 1997 when a nonprofit organization committed to conserving Canada's wetlands provided both the financing and labor for the project. The resulting 35-acre marsh became known as the Tantramar Wetlands. Today, the Tantramar Wetlands Center, located on the site, offers research and education programs year-round. The real heroes of this project have turned out to be the students of Tantramar Regional High School. Every year, more than 100 high school volunteers, known as wetheads, learn about the value of wetlands. They learn how to paddle canoes, give oral presentations, and identify the plants, birds, and mammals that make the wetlands their habitat. There are probably more than 600 species, including ducks and muskrats, that thrive in the marshes. Wetheads are also trained how to place bands on the legs of birds. These bands assist conservationists with gathering information that can be used to track the birds and protect their habitats. Not only do the wetheads help protect local ecosystems and wildlife, but they also teach other students about the importance of conserving the wetlands. With the wetheads' help, each year the program reaches more than 4,000 students from all grades, as well as their teachers, and provides them with tangible experiences in nature. Volunteers show visitors that wetland and make sure that guests experience its sights, sounds, and smells. Children participate in hands-on activities and educational games. These young visitors are able to touch some of the wildlife and sometimes even get dirty while learning all about the ecological significance of wetland conservation. The Tantramar Wetland Center depends on wetheads to educate the community and has recognized the goal of promoting wetland conservation cannot be achieved without them. Through their enthusiasm and dedication, these high school students have done more to change how people think about wetlands than any other youth group in Canada. Their passion for the Wetland Center is obvious, and they pass their positive attitude on to others. The enthusiastic efforts of the wetheads have earned them awards both nationally and internationally. In 2008, they were finalists in Earth Day Canada's Hometown Heroes Award for the promotion of wetlands conservation. In 2011, the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands held a contest for schools to demonstrate how they could promote the wise use of wetlands. One of Tantramar Regional High School's biology teachers, Nancy McKinnon, submitted a proposal outlining the wetheads' work and the school's educational programs at the Tantramar Wetland Center. The group received the top award at the Ramsar Convention in Mexico during World Wetlands Day. The students were especially honored to receive this award. To them, it meant that the world recognized the value of their work. The student volunteers gained no academic or monetary reward for their work. As one wethead commented, "The Wetland Center is the most happening place in the school. I love working here." If her words and the wetheads' hard work mean anything, the future of both the group and the wetlands looks very promising. Question number 1. What is paragraph 2 mostly about? A. How the Tantramar wetlands were created. B. Why preserving freshwater wetlands is important. C. Why a nonprofit group works to conserve wetlands. D. How the Tantramar Wetland Center was constructed. Number 2. What is the most likely reason the author wrote this selection? A. To inform readers about the importance of wetlands. B. To advocate for more programs designed to preserve wetlands. C. to encourage young people to learn more about wetlands. D, to highlight a group of volunteers who help maintain wetlands. Number 3. How does the author support the idea that wet heads enjoy volunteering at the Tantramar Wetlands Center? A, by describing the type of work students do at the center. B, by including a quote from a student who works at the center. C, by explaining the importance of the students' work at the center. Or D, by mentioning an award that the students won for their work at the center. Number 4. Which of these is the best summary of this selection? A, Al Smith, a retired biologist, was concerned about the loss of freshwater wetlands. In 1997, he had the idea to turn an area of abandoned farmland into a man-made wetland. With the help of a nonprofit organization, he founded the Tantramar Wetland Center. High school students called wet heads volunteer at the center and teach others about the importance of wetlands. B, the Tantramar Wetland Center was founded in 1997 and now educates more than 4,000 visitors each year. Wet heads, high school students who volunteer at the center, have received national and international awards for their work. These students are not paid for the time they spend at the center, but they gain valuable knowledge and experience through the work they do. C, in 1997, retired biologist Al Smith had the idea to create a man-made wetland and helped found the Tantramar Wetland Center. Today, high school students who volunteer at the center help with research and lead educational programs for thousands of visitors. These students, who are known as wet heads, have received recognition for their efforts to teach others why wetlands need to be preserved. D, retired biologist Al Smith had the idea to create a man-made wetland when he noticed a piece of abandoned property near a high school. He worked with a nonprofit organization to turn 35 acres of unused farmland into a marsh. The Tantramar Wetland Center now welcomes more than 4,000 students each year to educational programs. High school students who volunteer there are known as wet heads. Number 5. The author emphasizes the idea that wetlands, A, are an important source of fresh water, B, should be studied in high school, C, require maintenance by nonprofit organizations, D, will disappear if people don't work to preserve them. Passage number 2. Read the selection and choose the best answer to questions 6 through 10. Classrooms of the future. Samantha sits on her couch with her laptop and her headphones. It's Saturday morning and she is completing an assignment for her online astronomy class. After viewing an interactive video about the electromagnetic spectrum, she joins a couple of her classmates in an online chat room to complete a virtual lab assignment that they will email to the instructor. Samantha's parents, amazed, watch from a distance. This classroom experience is far different than anything they did in school. Thanks to current technology, Samantha is just one of many students who have benefited from online learning. Online courses offer many benefits that help public schools meet the educational needs of today's students. Through online schools, students can access a variety of courses, including college prep courses that may not be available to them at their local public schools. Enrollment in these courses also allows students access to virtual laboratories and the finest libraries in the country, no matter where they live. Online courses provide flexibility in student schedules. Students can log on anywhere at any time to complete their classwork. Students involved in extracurricular activities, those who have been hospitalized or those who are behind in earning required credits, can meet their educational needs through enrollment in online classes. Students in traditional schools can fall behind if they have difficulty understanding concepts the rest of the class easily grasps. Virtual schools, on the other hand, offer a pace that meets every student's needs, allowing more time to master a difficult algebra concept or the opportunity to interact with an engineer applying scientific principles in the workplace. U.S. Education Secretary Arne Duncan believes so strongly in virtual education that he helped budget $500 million for the development of online pre-college and college courses over the next 10 years. He is joined by Bill Gates, who calls online education one of the top priorities of his foundation. The Gates Foundation funds innovative education projects across the nation and around the world. Still, some remain skeptical about online education. They worry that online classes will not be rigorous enough to prepare students as well as traditional classrooms do. They should not worry. A 2009 Department of Education report suggests that students enrolled in online classes perform better than those in traditional schools. In fact, Florida Virtual School, the nation's largest virtual high school, boasts higher scores in its advanced placement courses than many traditional public schools. Today, technology provides multiple avenues for students to become better prepared for college and to pursue careers in today's global economy. Let's be willing to give online classes a chance to show how constructive they can be in helping today's students receive the best education possible. Question number 6. How do paragraphs 4 through 6 support the author's position about online learning? A. By explaining how online classes have become part of the educational system. B. By providing information about U.S. Education Secretary Arne Duncan. C. By explaining why Bill Gates supports the development of online schools. D. By providing evidence that online classes are valuable to students' education. Number 7. The author supports the article's premise by providing A. Testimonials from students who have had success with online education. B. Examples of how online classes are improving education. C. Statistics from various schools that offer online classes. D. Quotations for people who have been involved in organizing online classes. Number 8. Which sentence supports the belief that online education will be more widespread in the future? A. Students involved in extracurricular activities, those who have been hospitalized, or those who are behind in earning required credits can meet their educational needs through enrollment in online classes. B. U.S. Education Secretary Arne Duncan believes so strongly in virtual education that he helped budget $500 million for the development of online pre-college and college courses over the next 10 years. C. A 2009 Department of Education report suggests that students enrolled in online classes perform better than those in traditional schools. D. This classroom experience is far different than anything they did in school. Number 9. What is the main idea of paragraph 3? A. Online classes make it easier for students to schedule classes. B. Online classes are the future of education. C. Online classes allow students to get to know their teachers easier and better. D. Online classes allow students to learn easier. Number 10. Another possible title for this article is A. Ease of scheduling classes with online classes. B. Learning made fun and easy. C. What is in ahead for education. D. Teaching in the future and what it will be like.